This message is for Stephanie from the Resilient Jenkins, and Stephanie only. If you're not her, you can keep scrolling. So you just said that you've lost yourself to motherhood. But hear me out. You never lost yourself to motherhood. You lost yourself to a narcissistic trauma bond. Let's go through some things I've learned at therapy since leaving my narcissistic ex. Number 1. I can bet that your relationship started with instant chemistry and physical attraction with a highly physical relationship. And that relationship has gone through nothing but highs and lows, okay? That's a trauma bond. I mean, you said you talked to Drew online for months, but I call BS. I think that you met him and you guys moved straight in with each other, even though he said, hey, I don't think I'm ready for this. We might lose our housing. There was your first sign. You moved in anyways and didn't care and didn't think, well, maybe if he loses his Section 8 and we have 79 kids, maybe I shouldn't move in. But I have a feeling you were probably homeless before you met him anyways. Where were you before you met Drew, Stephanie? Riddle me that, Batman. Trauma bonds include rescuing, saving, and enabling each other. We definitely see that. He can't work. He can't take 5 years off his life. But God forbid the kids lose 20 off of theirs because they're living in filth and crawling around knives and shit, man. It's obvious since the breakup video. You were like, he blocked me at 3 a.m. You have a chronic fear of abandonment and codependency to this dude. You betray your own needs for his and your own kids' needs, which is my fucking issue with all of this. Probably keeps score of wrongdoings like this says. And you have an emotional addiction to each other, which is why you can't be separated from him and you freak out if he's gone. But the ones who are suffering isn't you, it's your kids. You're not going through motherhood withdrawals or something's changing in you because of motherhood. It's because you fucking succumbed to Drew. If there are multiple other women telling you, hey, he abandoned my kid. Hey, I've been trying to get child support for all these years. And then you're like, they're just haters. They're not fucking haters. He laid down and made kids. He's responsible for those children. But honestly, those kids that don't have a connection to him are the ones who lucked out in the long run. Because does he give a fuck? No, he doesn't. What you guys do for those kids is below the bare minimum, bro. That's why everyone's always pissed. If you left Drew, you'd probably get more support. But instead, you stay with him, make your kids suffer. I mean, you heard what your daughter said. Oh, I wish I could call you a big fat dummy because he is one. She's right. She's right. Someday when your kids grow up, they are going to they're not going to be resilient with you. They're going to resent you. Christmas comes the same time every year. You could have, instead of buying weed every 3 or 4 days, probably went anywhere and bought a toy while it was on sale and hid it and put it up or did whatever, dude. I think the best thing you could do is leave Drew. Once you leave Drew and don't have a 150 or 75 pound man baby on your hip that you're constantly trying to change, honey, you can't change a man unless he's in diapers. Drew's not ever going to change. And if he does, it'll be for the worse. Trust and believe that. Dude's probably got like 5 brain cells in there, man. It's clear. If you left Drew, you'd probably get a lot more support than what you do. Nobody that's been in a narcissistic trauma bond relationship like myself wants to enable that shit. None of us want to see it. It's not about nobody want to see us together. No, we don't want to see your kids keep suffering, bro. Hello? Anybody in there? When I first saw your content, I actually did like you, Stephanie. I did. But over time, bro, and the neglect you put your kids through, it made me stop liking you. If you left Drew and went and applied for Section 8, you could probably get in housing, I don't know, before next Christmas. They're not going to let you move in a bum-ass loser grown man, though. You're going to be able to go with your kids and you. Like, what's not clicking? Why can't you apply for Section 8, leave Drew, you go stay in your Section 8 and leave Drew in the fucking homeless shelter? Because he doesn't care. He's content. If you don't want better, you'll never get better, dude. If you not want better, you're not going to get any better in life. It's going to stay exactly the fuck the same. You are the one with the power to change this shit. Go get a job. Put your kids in daycare or school. I bet you they'll watch them better, man. I've seen your kids almost fall off the bed 76 times on your lives and other places, man. Stop blaming everyone else. Oh, well, nobody wants to donate to us. It's not our fucking job to donate. We're all doing the best we can, bro. I just had to take several $100s to pay the rest of my property taxes off for 2025. Because why? Because it's my responsibility, and because if not, I'll be in the same predicament as you. So I went ahead and paid it. Who cares if I'll be broke for the rest of the month, even if that was the case? I wouldn't care because I know that my home's not going to be taken. You knew when you moved in with Drew that there was a fucking chance that you would be kicked out because of the so many people. It was an apartment for him and Deshaun, and you gave such a little shit about it that you still wanted to move in. Fuck, let's jeopardize their home space. Let's make sure that Deshaun's homeless now. Let's make sure that we're all fucking homeless now. And to be honest, Stephanie, like I said, where were you before Drew? Were you homeless before this? Because it's not clicking. Those kids had never went to Urban Air. You never do anything for them. Fucking Bella's still in the same gifted shoes that you said, oh, watching my hardworking man. You know how I know what you're doing? Because I used to do it. When I was in the worst relationships of my life, I would praise them on the internet because you don't want people to know it's as bad as it is behind closed doors and that you're fucking miserable. That's why you look older. That's why you're aging. I could put a picture up from me from March of this year when I left my ex. And now I've lost 50 pounds and 175 pounds of stress that he was adding on me because he didn't want to help. He didn't want to help with anything. And it's not your kids' responsibility to be picking up the slack either, man. Like, you keep putting it on them. It's not their responsibility to pick up your slack, Stephanie. If Addie says, I don't want to, can you take Bubba? Take your fucking kid back, bro. It's not her responsibility. What's not clicking, Stephanie? And I'm not a mean person. Like I said, if you would fucking leave Drew and put on your big girl panties and save your kids, then maybe we would all stand up and clap for you. But I'm not going to clap for somebody who locks herself in a fucking bathroom and is like, I can't go to work. It's just not in the cards for me. It's just not in the books for us right now. Just like that Urban Air trip isn't, or your kids getting out of a fucking homeless shelter before Christmas. You didn't honestly think somebody from the internet was going to co-sign on a new place for you, did you? That's insane. I hate even talking about it, bro, because I wish they would just cancel your fucking TikTok so I don't have to keep watching these kids suffer, bro. I've seen it a lot. I've worked with a lot of underprivileged people. Personally, I went from making 60, 70 grand a year to being fucking disabled and having 2 double hip replacements in my 20s. And guess what? I still went out and worked. When I had to work, I would still go out and work. And I'm fucking disabled. There's no excuse. The only excuse you have is that you're lazy and you don't care. And you want everyone else to be responsible for your responsibilities. That's not how it works. You're in a trauma-bonded, narcissistic, codependent relationship. And until you leave that man, you'll never see the light again. I know, because I was just in your shoes, but I chose myself. I chose to leave. I seen what it was doing to my mental health. And I said, I don't care if I have to be alone. At least I'm not crying myself to sleep because I was already doing everything on my own as it was. Just sad, man. I don't know if you just do this shit to rage bait, but I cry every night for your kids and pray for them. I hope you know that. And I hope you know a lot of other people do too, dude. It's not fair that we have to sit here and be forced to every fucking... I can't even get on my For You page because it's always somebody saying, Stephanie did this. Do what's right, bro. Do what's right for your kids, because when they grow up and they don't want shit to do with you, you're the only one that you can blame. You literally looked at your daughter and said, have fun being disappointed. Just because he fucking disappoints you 24/7 and can't even show you that you're beautiful or that he even likes you. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what narcissistic men do, because they want to keep you in this wrap. You keep searching for him to love you. What can I do different so Drew will like me? I'll change my hair. I'll do my makeup. This. Hello, he doesn't give a fuck about you. He is using you. He's using the fuck out of you, and he will until you fucking stop letting him use the fuck out of you. Wake up, bro. Wake the fuck up.